Well, hey there, Courier Nation. I want to talk about Grubhub bags today. When I started out 2 years ago now, I got the regular size bag and then the pizza bag. And just kind of show you real quick the pizza bag. It is pretty faded and getting pretty ugly. And fortunately, at a distance, you can't tell just how, it's been through the ringer. And so it's time to replace that. Now, about a year ago, I was doing a delivery went to pick up at a barbecue place, and the driver specialist for the area was actually hanging out there. And he was hanging out there just to give new bags to drivers. And I don't know if he went to other places or whatever. So I got a couple of the smaller bags that were in a little better condition, but they're starting to get a little beat up too. So, you do so many thousand deliveries a year, you just kind of beat up the delivery bags. So Grubhub just came out not that long ago with a link for their driver store. And they've got a little bit of Grubhub merchandise, and some of that I'm never going to touch because I'm not a Grubhub employee, and I'm just not going to wear their gear. And so that's that. But they have the combination of the smaller bag and the pizza bag for $25. When you look at bags on Amazon, $25 is a pretty good price actually for both of them. It's time to replace, especially this pizza bag, and I thought, I'm going to go ahead and order it. Now, you're probably asking, well, why didn't you just drive over to the office and do it? And I probably could have. Honestly, if they're moving to this store, I'm starting to wonder if they're maybe not going to be giving the bags out as often as they were before. There are some things around AB5 and this whole independent contractor thing that I know that Uber has totally moved away from giving away bags. They don't give them away at all. They'll refer people to a store where you can buy them. But the reason, and I was told by somebody from Uber, that the reason they don't do that is because that could create the appearance of an employee relationship. So everybody's being real careful. So I'm wondering if the free bags is something that's going to go away. But here was the other thing was, even if I went to the office and picked up the bags, it's a long drive to get there, and it's who knows how long of a, if you've ever been to one of the Grubhub offices, it's a zoo. And I'm looking at probably a good hour to 2 hours out of my day to do that. Well, here's the deal. I can place the order, have it all come to me, and not take any time out of my day to do it. Or I can go there and I can spend a couple hours to do it. Well, if I'm going to spend a couple hours doing that, I might as well be driving and making at least as much money, if not more. So to me, it made sense. So anyway, the bags came in, so I'm going to open them up right here in front of y'all. So here's the box, pretty good sized little box, and not as heavy as I thought it would be, but here we go. And I probably should have brought a packing knife or something. I got something just as good. Excuse me for a second while I fish out my keys. All right, here we go. First thing out of the bag, I did order, this is something extra, just to see what it was like. I'm not sure I really want to use it, but they've got a drink holder that they're advertising, so I got that. I'll talk about that later in another video. All right, tell you what, stuff like that, there's something nice about the smell of these things, huh? All right, so we've got the Grubhub bag, and see the difference between old bag, new bag. See how much that's faded? So, got the new bag, complete with its plastic, all that good stuff. And inside the big bag is the little bag. Now here's the thing that I love. I think the other reason that I thought, okay, that's not a bad deal, is I think these are some of the best bags on the market, honestly. And especially because they're well built, they're sturdy. It's the sides are nice and firm, everything like that. It's a well built bag, but here's the beauty of this thing. This is, it actually took a few weeks before I realized you could do this. Okay, so, you know, you got your stuff, you got your straps, right? You hold it up like that. And you get a pizza. Let's say you get a little 12-inch pizza. Do you have to go to the big bag? For a little one, no, you don't. Because what do? You lay it on its side, and it's got these little straps here that are, you know, portable like this. So you put your pizza in that way, and you pull the straps up like that, and now you're holding it, and it's acting like a pizza bag. So you can do it up or down. And with the larger bag, it also works nicely as just a regular, you get some of those places where the delivery is, you know, the bags, they've got really big bags and there's no way you can fit them into that bag. Well, you can fit them in here because it lays out flat and it works the same way. You know, it will work either, you know, as just a larger bag, or you flatten it out, pull the straps up, and now it's like a regular pizza bag. So these bags, I think, are really good. And honestly, here's the deal. Even if you're not delivering for Grubhub, you might think about buying these bags anyway. I know that sounds kind of dumb. It really depends. Do you want to walk in and out with the GH logo and all that stuff? You know, 51, half dozen of the other. Sometimes it can create some confusion. I've had a few times that I go in with my Grubhub bags when I'm delivering for DoorDash or Postmates or Uber Eats. Nobody seems to care. I've never had an issue yet. The few times that I do it, most of the time I don't do it. Most of the time I have more of a generic bag that I use for those. But they're good, solid bags, and they're sturdy. They stand up well. They're a lot better than the real floppy bags that like DoorDash gives you, things like that. So, you know, if you don't mind the GH on there, $25 for a large and a small bag together. Now that doesn't include the cup holder that I had. That was just an extra add-on that I had. But you go and you look at the bags on Amazon, and especially I think the ones that are better for delivery, that aren't the real floppy, soft-sided bags, any of those things, you know, you're looking at just about that much money for one bag. You know, $15 to $20 for a lot of the bags that are on there. You can go to Walmart and you can get some bags pretty cheap there. And I picked up one time that they had like a sale for like $3 at Trader Joe's for a bag. That really wasn't too bad. It wasn't as well designed for putting the food into, but you could use it. And it just depends. And here's the thing to me is, it's not so much about the look of the bag as it is, does the bag help you do your job? Sometimes you walk in, and I think that's the brilliance of the design on these with the, you know, either up or down like that, is that sometimes you walk in, you're not exactly sure what it's going to look like. When you've got a bag that can kind of work whatever situation, it can save you time rather than having to deal with stuffing it into another bag or having to deal with kind of not going out with the bag, whatever it is. So that's the new Grubhub bags. I'm pretty happy with the price on those, at least compared to what I see for, you know, similar quality bags. And if you don't mind the GH logo, it might not be too bad for you on that. I'll have a link in the description that will be a link to that. Now, it's not an affiliate link. I don't get any money for that. But I just think it's a good deal. It's a good thing to think about. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back for more later.